That's me up there singing my heart out. My name's Connor Adams, and that's me playing my biggest headline show to date. Let's rewind a little. I chased a dream to be a professional rugby player from the age of 7 all the way through my teenage years. I captained my school, I played for a couple of academies like Northampton Saints and Bedford Blues, Eastern Counties, and then I finished my rugby career at Bury St Edmunds. I secretly always sang, but I never done it in front of anyone. We used to have to always sing at school, in assemblies, or even in hymns in the rugby team. I'd always put on this deep, out-of-tune voice, as I didn't want anyone to know that I could sing. I guess I was embarrassed. I was quite a big guy, and I just thought that didn't really mix with writing love songs. I broke my ribs playing rugby, and I was bedbound for weeks. This is when I fell back in love with music. I blew the cobwebs off my old acoustic guitar. It was missing the bottom E string, but that didn't stop me from playing the hell out of it. I began to build confidence with performing. I showed my mum and dad a couple of songs I wrote. They were super supportive from the off, really. They reacted like I'd just written the next Bohemian Rhapsody or something. Looking back, the songs were terrible, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. The first thing I did was release a cover of Wonderwall to Facebook. I know, right? Classic. I remember being so nervous putting this out there, because it was the first thing that anyone had ever seen of me singing. So my phone blew up with a load of messages from friends, and they were like, "No way!" And the next day at school, I remember walking down corridors and I kept hearing the video being played. I guess the cat was out the bag. It was like I just revealed I was Bruce Wayne or something. But obviously, a lot less cool. From there on, I started gigging. Every pub, club, hotel, back garden, you name it, I was playing. Most of the gigs would only be a handful of people, and that was mostly covered by my mum, dad and sister. Time went by and I started to release music, and the crowds got a little bigger. I was still playing rugby, and I knew at some point in the back of my mind I couldn't do both. So I had the hardest chat of my life with my dad. I was super honest and said, I need to give 100% of my time to music if I want to get anywhere. I love rugby and always will. It's all I've ever really known. But there's this feeling I get when I'm on stage which is undescribable. I just need to follow my heart. Without hesitation, he backed me straight away. And he's pretty much been to every gig since. So I've been playing the circuit, London, Brighton, Suffolk, loads of places. Then out of the blue, The Darkness got in contact and asked me if I wanted to join them on their UK tour. Obviously I said yes. Playing to thousands of rockheads every night with just me and my acoustic guitar was pretty terrifying. But to my surprise, it went down really well. From there, I formed a band around me. I released an EP called Open My Eyes, and then we gigged the shit out of it. I'd gathered a decent following, so I started to put on headline shows in my hometown. First it would be 50 people, then it'd be 100 people, then it'd be 150, and yeah, you know the rest. Once Open My Eyes had done its thing, I started writing for the next record. I really didn't want to rush it. I knew the sound would naturally be bigger as I got a band around me now, but I had no specific sound in mind. Just whatever we wrote on that writing session we rolled with. All I wanted to do is write the best record I physically could, and for the world to hear it. I've done one of them things, and now I'm ready to do the next.